I didn't feel like I was good enough for anyone, not even myself, and I tried to take my own life.
You know, it's never nice when you hear someone talk about how they went through a certain stage in their life, and that stage was so dark, it got them to the point where they no longer wanted to be alive anymore. That is never nice to hear, but when that happens, the choices that we make after that are very, very crucial to keep us in the right state of mind, on the right path. Now, when it comes to Brandon, he speaks about, you know, in his life, there was a point where he didn't have his mom because his mom was too busy off her head. And pretty much, you know, no one was around for him, you know, so therefore he felt very abandoned and alone. So when Mary came along, she gave him a purpose to want to live, to want to be here, and that's something that he's clinged on to ever since. And it's great that Mary was that source for him, but he's got to now protect that. So the way I look at it, and this is how I live my life personally, after my own little dark situation, and I always say to myself, at least in a way, protect your mental health at any means necessary. Anybody that comes in your life and is looking to tamper with that, just bounce. You know, we have one life, and I'm not going to waste it trying to give chances upon chances to people that keep testing the waters, or people that keep doing things that's going to affect my own mental well-being. You see what I'm saying? So in reality, even though Mary may have been that person that helped him out of this situation, it doesn't mean that she's the person that he needs to be with for the rest of his life to stay in that situation. Because at the end of the day, if Mary wants to continue behaving like this, well, sadly for you, Brandon, you're going to end up being back exactly where you started. Well, no, you're going to be back where you was before you just met Mary. And you don't want that, bruh. But I get it, though. I get it. He feels like, or I'd like to imagine that he feels like he owes his life to her to a certain degree because of her existence in his life at that time. Listen, man, sometimes in life, some people are just meant to come in our life for a certain purpose of that moment, but it doesn't mean they're supposed to be in our life for the rest of it. I hope you can listen to me and let that sink in if you dig what I'm saying. But we continue.
Which is why it hurts so much when I feel like I don't have this trust, because it brings me back to this state of mind like I'm not good enough.
Listen, man, that's one of the worst things in this world, to not feel like you're not good enough, you know what I mean? Feeling like you're less than is one of the worst things you can ever have in this world. Being alone is one of the worst things you can ever feel in this world, you know? And Mary needs to do better. You know, she can't keep walking around being insecure that Brandon's going to do this, and that to her. When in reality, the man has to send her money for their home. And this guy has literally traveled all the way from the States all the way to her to be with her. And he has done anything possible to respect any of her ridiculous wishes that she's ever asked for. So much, even when he came there, he even accepted her friends because he stuck to his own word of the fact that when we're together, all of our insecurities have to go. And he's done that. And she's ignoring that because all she's doing is caring about herself. The question is, though, does Mary even care about seeing Brandon in this state? Does she even care about the emotional damage that she's doing to this guy? Because if you ask me, based on the way he's looking right here, doesn't give a damn. Doesn't give a damn. Honestly, disgusting things to see. Brandon, man, you better. You've done better by picking yourself up. But now you gotta, well, if it's me, I'd leave Mary. And yeah. Because I think, to be honest with you, even if Mary was one of the reasons why you stayed alive and you didn't do anything stupid or any kind of madness, Mary was just an exterior motivation. You need to find an interior motivation. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The only way you're ever going to feel like you're good enough is if you find yourself here. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you, or how everyone sees you, or how everyone What matters is how you see yourself. That is what's going to create the longevity of your life. Using Mary as maybe the anchor, not so good. And we're seeing it right here, right now with him. We continue.
If she can't trust me the same way, that makes me think, where's this going? What is our future going to be like? It makes me have doubts.
Absolutely. You are in every right. You have every right to have doubts. I would have doubts. It's sad, though, that you have doubts. I have doubts for you, but Mary doesn't give a damn about doubts. She cares about Mary. You can't be around someone that cares about themselves only. Remember that. And the most importantly, not only that, but somebody that will happily tell you what you kind of do, or happily lie to you about doing the same thing when she's not. She lied to you about and not having male friends and ditching them, when in reality she was still doing that.
Just, I hope that you understand. It's hard for me to trust you, like now, today.
Listen, can somebody make sense out of this? How can you be sitting here and telling my man that it's hard for you to trust him right here, right now, today? I want to know, Mary, what has Brandon done for you to not trust him? What has he done? Because to be honest with you, for her to say something like this...
Okay? Just give me time, because I have this feeling of no matter how I try, everyone will leave me no matter what I do.
I could care less about that. Your trauma is your trauma, but your trauma should not be the baggage of our relationship. Man has dedicated how many years? 2 years to your relationship, and he gave you money for a home without even meeting you, and then now he's finally here and he's accepted you in your lives. He's accepted the fact that you can be friends with men, okay, on top of that. Come on now. Since he's been here, he's only tried to do the best thing possible. He even owned up to the fact that you guys kissed and held hands without permission. He didn't even need to do that. You see what I'm saying? That tells you what kind of person he is. He's on that path in his life where he just wants everything to be straight, clear, and genuine as much as possible. But with you now, on the other hand, you're still hanging on to hell and nonsense. I wouldn't have time for this nonsense. Are you mad? Nah. I guess it's easy to say, Brandon, get up and run. I guess it's easy to say that, but in reality, it's not. I don't think the solution is Brandon, get up and run. I think the solution is Mary, wake up, recognize the man that you have, and appreciate it before it's too late. That is more the angle that I'd rather go with, because at the end of the day, he can get up and run, but she's still going to do the same thing to another person, and that ain't the point. The point is that she needs to fix up real quick before Brandon potentially ever thought about getting up and going. Obviously, we know he didn't, but you dig what I'm saying, right? Nah. Come on, do better. Mary, do fucking better. This is not good enough. How can you tell me you don't trust me if I've never broken your trust? Are you mad? Do I look like a dick? Yeah, anyway, we continue, man.
You mean a lot to me. I love you so much.
I love you just as much, baby.
You cannot sit here and tell me that you don't trust me, but you love me. You can't be telling me this. That doesn't make sense in any light. No way, Jose. You do not love me if you don't trust me. That doesn't... Listen, I'm going to tell you this now, right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you are with someone and you don't trust them, you don't love them. You see what I'm saying? Love comes with trust. You may love them as in like you love the person that they are, that kind of, but you are not in love with that person. You don't care for that person. You have no remorse about that person, because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, if you're in a situation with somebody that has never, ever broken your trust, but you don't trust them, but you can tell them that you love them, that doesn't make any sense. I would look at you and think, do I look like an idiot to you? Do not tell me that you don't trust me when I haven't broke your trust, but you want to tell me that you love me. What? I'll be like, what kind of manipulation nonsense is this? That's pure manipulation at its finest. I would let him know that I don't trust him, but just to reassure him that I'm still into him, I'll tell him that I love him so he doesn't leave me. That's pure manipulation. Pure manipulation. What the hell is this? Nah, man, get out of his nonsense. No way, Jose. This woman's moving mad. She's not even a woman, a little girl. That would hella infuriate me. It already is. But it's infuriating me more because I'm seeing all the hard work that he's putting into his relationship. And she's just like... Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, please.